This is Bahama Kin, CMO1, Connecticut Music Online. We are here on the line with Quiet Riot photographer Ron Sobol, author of Randy Rhoads, The Quiet Riot Years book, and director of the documentary DVD included in the book. Get ready because we are, ladies and gentlemen, Ron Sobol. Bahama Kin Studio.
Hey, Bahama. It's Ron.
Hey, Ron Sobol. How are you doing this evening?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right, man. I'm hanging out here in Connecticut. I know it's about 40 degrees or something, freezing, you know.
Did I tell you I lived in Connecticut?
Whereabouts?
Waterford.
Oh, wow. No, you didn't tell me that. Well, tell me about that.
I got married and moved to Connecticut. That's where my wife was from.
Oh, no kidding. That's great, man. That's awesome. Like, yeah, Torrington here. I'm here from Torrington. Actually, Randy Rhoads' brothers, Paul and Danny, are from the area here. But anyway.
So you do a lot of interviews?
Yeah, I did one with Kelly Rhoads. I did one with Ronnie North, and I did one with like Bernie Torme. You know,
cool.
Just phone interviews to to help promote people.
Uh-huh.
But so what was the intro to Quiet Riot? You know.
What was my intro to Quiet Riot?
Yeah, like back in the early days, like when you first.
Okay, well, it starts with I became friends with Kevin Dubrow in September 1972. My brother introduced us because we were both Humble Pie fans.
Mm-hmm.
So we became friends, and I didn't really know Kevin wanted to be a singer. It's kind of weird. We were like really good friends, but I had no idea. I thought he wanted to be a photographer.
Right, he didn't act like at that time he wanted to be.
He had a drum set, but he wasn't in a band with anybody playing drums.
Mm-hmm.
So we went down to San Diego with the Humble Pie, and when we get down there, we find out the concert's canceled.
Oh, no.
My friend was getting me tickets. This is way before the internet, so, you didn't know anything.
Right.
My friend had got me tickets, but he forgot to tell me they canceled the show.
Oh, no, so you're already down there.
So Kevin goes, okay, Rod Stewart's at the Forum. let's haul ass and go down to the Forum, and we'll buy a couple tickets and go in. He goes, you just keep your head turned to the back to make sure there's no cops behind us.
Oh, my God, that's so good.
So we went to that, and then he got home that night, and there was a message on his phone from Kelly Garney saying, I hear you're a singer, and we're looking for a singer.
Oh,
Him and Randy were looking for a singer, but at that time it was just Randy and Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Kevin went like a few days later, and they started the band.
So that was really the beginning of Quiet Riot.
Randy and Kelly were playing together.
They were playing together earlier, right? In
Burbank. Just Randy taught Kelly how to play bass.
That's great. Fantastic. I got Kelly's book. Anyway, you took photographs early on. I'm so glad you took photographs because you just intensely, you got a historic moment right there.
Well, when I met Kevin that first time, it was like, you guys look like Humble Pie, and I had taken pictures of Humble Pie, and I go, I'll bring my pictures over, and we can trade,
Mm-hmm.
He said he had some that he took too. Well, I got to his pictures, and all the stuff he collected was so much better than anything I had.
Wow, okay.
He was pen paling with people in England,
mm-hmm.
and they would send him British stuff and British clippings, newspaper clippings, because back then it was all done through magazines and newspapers.
No internet then.
Yeah, so you get all your information that way.
Right.
So he would send, and the British papers would every month or every week they'd come out, and there'd be like a fold-out color poster in the middle. So
oh my God.
He had all this great. So he showed me how to do that, and then I started doing it.
There you are.
Anyway, so I had started. So I was taking pictures, and then I finally got a really good camera. When they started playing in the band, I just started taking pictures.
And at that moment, it helps keep the Quiet Riot early years wings in flight, on Earth, that you were there. I looked through the book. It's fantastic. Randy Rhoads, The Quiet Riot Years by Ron Sobol. And I'm really so glad I got it. And plus, inside you get the DVD, a documentary.
Like originally, the book was supposed to be just a book, but it was supposed to have a bonus DVD of all my Super 8 sound movies of Quiet Riot.
Oh, okay.
So we were just that's all it was gonna be. You get a bonus video where all that's on there is
the films.
The films I took.
Okay.
So we thought, okay, well maybe we should do a little introduction.
Right.
Let's go. So we decided to go over to Valley College and shoot the introduction in the locker room, which I shot the cover of Quiet Riot 2 in.
Right, okay.
So they let me do it. Now, before we even went and shot it, while we're getting ready to go shoot it, we said, you know what? Why don't we interview some more people? Maybe we can make something more of this.
Right, absolutely.
So from a 20-minute little bonus, it became a 90-minute documentary.
Right, and that's with Ron Sobol, Stan Lee, Laurie DeBrow Mandel, Rudy Sarzo, Drew Forsythe. We've got Lori Hullen, Judy Viger, Kim McNair, Brian Reason, and Peter Margolis.
Yes.
It grew into that, and it's fantastic. Seeing this DVD, it's just like, it preserved a moment, put wings on it, man. I appreciate you doing that.
Thank you.
Now, you went to film school?
I went to USC, Southern Cal Film School, yeah.
Excellent.
What happened was, instead of trying to get into the movie business, I started working with Quiet Riot, and so I went on the road with them.
Yep, I see.
But went on the road with, I guess around the time I graduated is close to when the band, broke up, because Randy went to join Ozzy. Right. But then Kevin got a record deal, and so instead of trying to get into the film business, I ended up doing lights and other stuff.
You detoured over to there, I mean, good thing you did, who knows which way it would have went either way, but I'm glad you did, because we've got these photographs. You did video recordings of Quiet Riot too. What was that, like at a bar, or was that like home video?
All the Super 8 footage is from different places. Valley College video, Super 8 film. There's they played a show with Van Halen, and it's them. Not Van Halen's not in the video, but it's at the Glendale College, I think is where it was, and so that's a part of the video for the Super 8 films in it. There's rehearsal. There's some backstage stuff where they're wearing these dresses that they found in the locker room or the dressing room at the college. And then there's video footage from the Starwood that's all the live stuff that kind of is like a thread for the movie that starts with it, and then in the middle of the movie is Randy's solo. So that was shot by someone else that they graciously let me use.
Oh, thank you, very much for that too. Extremely rare to me. I mean, when I looked at this DVD, it was like, I learned so much more. I'm not going to give it away. You got to get it and get the book. Now, Red Match Production, is that your place?
Yes.
Okay, because I wasn't sure. And that's where I got the book, and I got it for a good price. I think people should pick it up, definitely. It's fantastic. The book is it's a big book. It's full of good pictures. Great. It's fantastic.
Yeah, you were asking me about Down to the Bone?
Yes. You gave me the extra CD in there, Quiet Riot, Down to the Bone.
Yeah, I give that away as a bonus to people that buy the book. That was a record that Quiet Riot did. It was the original Quiet Riot. Kevin, Rudy, Frankie, and Carlos. Mm-hmm. You know what? I'm trying to remember. The guitar player on, the bass player on.
well, yeah, they changed.
Things happened so long ago. Anyways, so I produced that record, or I executive produced it. I didn't produce it. I executive produced it. Right. And it did okay, but, at that time, music was in a weird place, so...
Oh, jeez. Hey, as long as it kept going forward, that's important,
Yeah. Yeah.